Radio listeners love to complain about the music, probably more than they actually talk about how much they enjoy the music. I'm Diesel on radio, and I'm doing a series called How Radio Works. This is the first really real How It Works video, and I'm going to talk to you about how the music on a radio station is chosen. Now, this information is pretty inside stuff, and it generally applies to most music formats and most radio stations nationwide, but it applies most specifically to the station and the format that I work on, which is active rock radio. So what are the most common complaints that we hear in radio? You guys play this band too much. You guys don't play this band enough. You guys play the same songs over and over. Now here's the truth. If you are listening to a station enough to bitch about hearing the same songs over and over again, we're happy with that. You know, we don't like you upset about it, but we're happy that you're listening to the station enough that you hear the songs enough that you're bitching about it. So technically we're winning. Music radio got big in the 1940s when mass producing records got pretty cheap. They could ship them out to a bunch of radio stations, and they discovered that young people like to listen to music. And if they can get enough young people listening to music, they can sell advertising. They want you drinking Coke. They want you buying Chevys. That's what radio is all about. I actually had a professor in college put it this way to me. Radio is not in the business of delivering entertainment to listeners. Radio is in the business of delivering listeners to advertisers. Truth is, it's insanely expensive to run a radio station. There's equipment, there's towers, there's money for salaries, there's money for all kinds of things, promotional events. It's insanely expensive. It costs a lot of cash. So we got to sell advertising to keep our doors open. So in music formats, the songs that we play are chosen based on research. We're not just picking songs out of a hat and throwing it against the wall and seeing what sticks. No, we actually do research and find out what you guys want to hear. First, we identify a target demographic. My station, as a matter of fact, men 18 to 34, is our target demographic. Men 25-54 is our secondary demographic. That means we're mostly trying to target men who are between 18 to 34, and we're also happy getting men 25 to 54 because there's a lot of similarities in those two people. Once we've identified our target demographic, we then have to put together a format that will appeal to you. And men 18 to 54 generally like rock music. A big portion of them do. So we put rock music on. And when it's time to pick the songs that we want to play, we actually do research and find out what songs it is you guys like. We do that the old-fashioned way. We call people. We pay research companies a lot of money to call random dudes in our area, in our demographic, and ask them what songs they like. They'll play you 10, 15, 20 songs. There are a lot of different categories that they ask you to sort of rate a song in, and you tell us what you like and what you don't like. And based on those results, we put together a master list of songs that we want to play. For our particular radio station, it's about 600 songs. Step 2, rules. This right here is what the program director of a radio station does. One of many things. A program director creates the rules for how a station should sound. Examples of these rules can be, we don't want the same artist to appear in our playlist within 2 hours of itself. That's called artist separation. We don't want 2 slow songs playing back to back. We don't want 2 songs from relatively the same year playing back to back. These rules go into a music scheduling program, and they basically spit the program log out for the day. The thing about these rules is there will always be discrepancies. There will be songs that cannot be filled, slots that do not have a song programmed in because this rule conflicts with that rule and that rule conflicts with that rule, and it's kind of a jumbled mess. So that's what a music director's job is, to go in and change and tweak and add and subtract and do all these things to make the log actually work. And at the end of the day, you have a completed music log. Some radio stations also daypart certain songs so that they are in only the night show or only in the afternoon drive show, and that's based on listening patterns. If we know that older people tend to be listening in the middle of the day, we're going to play songs that appeal to the older generation. If we know that younger people tend to be listening at night, that's where we put a lot of our newer songs. One complaint that I particularly hear on my station all the time is, y'all don't play enough new rock. Well, we are playing the new rock. Maybe it's just the time of the day that you're not listening, because a lot of brand new songs get their first entry onto a station's logs late at night. Midnight to 5 a.m. is when we're kind of testing the waters, checking out new songs, seeing if people like them. And if they do, it'll get bumped up into the night show. And if we play it there for a little while and people are liking it, we bump that up into the afternoon drive show, and so on and so forth. Why does my radio station play the same Red Hot Chili Peppers songs it's been playing for the last 20 years? Well, because it's shown that playing those same songs consistently builds an audience. It has a lot to do with what I call LOP, least objectionable programming. LOP is a song that basically everybody's gonna like. Maybe not everybody is like gung-ho, this is my favorite song ever, but a lot of people like it. So very few people are actually gonna change the channel when a song comes on. That's LOP. They're actually LOP formats. Maybe your town has a station named Charlie or Stan or something like that. That's a LOP station. It's least objectionable programming. They're playing songs for a lot of different people who can all tune into the same radio station, build a big following. That's why radio stations sound the way that they sound. Truth is, it's damn near impossible to make all y'all happy. Steve likes this band, John likes that band, Bill doesn't like the band that Steve likes, and then they're all bitching about, I don't like the music that you're playing. You know, the truth is you can't make people happy, so you just play good tunes. So hopefully you can get the most number of people to like the station as a whole and build a faithful listening audience. That's why radio sounds the way it sounds. Thanks for watching the video. Now, I know that very few of you who watched my videos are actually subscribed to the channel, and you can do that right now if you want. It's free, it's easy, it's down here in this corner of the screen. Just click that subscribe button, and turning on that bell notification is helpful if you want to receive an alert the next time I upload a video.